college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the UCF Knights, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this. One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the UCF Knights, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Knights have been waiting, and finally the moment is coming, and the opening of the season. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Florida's offense will have first crack at this one. And we've been really eager to see this matchup. This quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal, though, in this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. The Gator ground game is lurking in the murky waters, and it has been most effective.
Yeah, and we've seen them in the past, man. When Florida's really cooking, they've got some good backs. They've got some good balance, but they've got some physicality, and that's what you want to see from this unit.
He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
He wants to change this route. They'll toss it to the left. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
And the Gators now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
Black 24. Lasso.
Now the play fake. Looking to scramble. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
The Gators need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Back to pass, it's Flagway. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the fourth down.
And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. So the UCF Knights offense has the ball for the first time. And they are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback and this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful. They wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jesse.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for this offensive line to try and match that physicality. We'll see if they can get it done.
Under fire. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. He was lurking, waiting for his opportunity, and like a gator in the swamp, he went into the roll and got that quarterback.
He did. I tell you what, when you want to be dominant in this league, if Florida wants to get back to being a dominant team, it's got to be guys like this in the trenches dominating football games.
He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. The Knights will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Makes the catch at the 30. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Lagway. Rushes on him. Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover 1, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Caught over the middle. It's Wade. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
They're able to find the tight end. completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And they decide to trot out the kicker. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Right down the boulevard. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, you're still happy to get the field goal.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Abrams. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking for a gap. It's Ball. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Back to pass. It's Lagway. Makes the catch. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, the receiver was able to make the catch on the slant throw, and then he got north right away. He creased the defense with his speed, picking up extra yardage after catching the slant.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. From the gun, the ground game.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Looking for more room. Touchdown, UCF! What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
Awesome awareness by the D lineman on this play. You just can't do it any better. He knew he wasn't going to be able to get there and get the sack, so he slowed himself down, got his hands in the air, plucks it out of mid-air, keeps his balance, and takes it in for 6.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. Going right to work up top. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
We've reached the end of the period, and it's UCF holding the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. So after the break, they'll go back to work. The give to the tailback. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. day one, game one. Make that first impression.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Lagway. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit. Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Absolutely center cut. This is now a 7-point game. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Clemson is down right now, but I'm not convinced this team doesn't have a C.J. Spiller-like big play in them. Any change in momentum, and this is a brand new game. They're trailing by 10 to LSU. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Back to pass on 2nd down. This time he's got it. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The Knights have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile.
And how about the inside linebacker flying through there? You see those guys come up and you see how fast they can.
Turning it on. Past the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Knights. They'll try to add another to their lead.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver. Good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Back to throw, it's Lagway. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
In 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Spits it out to the back. This time it's complete. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
That's caught. It's Wilson. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
On the move, it's ball. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And the Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go to the counter. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different and give this offense something to think about.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And they'll finally shove him out of bounds after a strong run.
Yeah, great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he could see he had him. He completes it for the first down.
This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida!
One thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a one-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. He'll do it himself. At the 35, he's open. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Jackson gonna throw it. Gonna take a shot. Makes a catch at the 20. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
I like the idea by the quarterback. He wanted to attack the middle of the field. He found his open guy. Receivers just got to be able to make a play for him.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. He's got it. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown. The Knights have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll go to the air. Into the end zone. Touchdown, UCF! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And the extra point splits the uprights.
24, Florida, 10.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets a block. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Off the play fake on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Sturdivant. He's stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw, it's Flagway. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Sturdivant. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment, and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
And back to the air on 2nd down. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. One more snap coming before halftime.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Gators will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with that.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Jackson will throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Sturdivant. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. They're going back to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And after taking a big loss on that run, you just wonder if you're on offense, if you may abandon that part of your game and just start trying to throw it. You're down by a lot here in the second half. 3rd quarter, you've got lots of time, but you need to throw the football to get back in this thing.
Looking to throw, it's Flagway. Quickly to the tight end. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
They'll move the wide receiver. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on fourth down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run. The Gators have pushed it inside the 20. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Trying play action. Fires to the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Jackson. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
How nice is it in this offense to have a tight end like that guy that can come up with plays for you all over the field? We just saw the big 3rd down catch. He set him up here in the red zone. I like going back to him, maybe lining him and flexing him outside, getting a one-on-one opportunity for him to use his side.
Next going for the goal line. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Now on 2nd and goal. Quarterback Steve trying to power his way ahead for a few. Touchdown Gator! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Complete to the left. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires on the move. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting the drive from their own 1. And the defense expected the run, and they got it. No gain. He just gets it back to the 2.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
On the move. Finds a hole, and he'll pick up 6 out to the 8-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Might be calling a hot route. Scanning the field, it's Flagway. Quick completion on the out route. He steps out of bounds, and that'll be the end of quarter number 3. That's the end of the quarter, and UCF has the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Leaves it with the back. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Motion from the wideout. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it behind the line. It's Brown. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Takes it from the gun on third down. And it's his 4th interception of the game. He didn't get a lot on the return, but man, he set his offense up at the 30. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. You get field position like this, and you're not likely to punt the way they did the last time they had the ball.
Yeah, great job by the defense, setting them up with an opportunity to get some points on the board quickly.
This is an opportunity you've got to capitalize on this field position. You must come away with points here if you're on offense.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. The handoff keeps working on that clock. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Oh, it's blocked. He's going to scoop it up. He's running free down the middle. He's at the 20. He's at the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Florida! The extra point here would tie the game. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Texas A&M is putting on a show offensively. Feels like they've been gigging them since the first whistle. They're up 14 over UTSA. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
How about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll leave it with him. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. He's simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. Jackson gonna throw it. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Knights will punt it away on 4th down. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Wants to adjust the pattern. Now they'll run it on the toss. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. That defender reacted immediately when he saw the play and just set his hair on fire toward the ball carrier.
And you got to see those plays. Those plays are very fast. It happens quick. There's no fake to a toss. It's pitching on the outside, trying to get to the wide side of the field. Great job by the defense. You got to set those edges by the defensive end, and everybody fly to the football.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Under fire. Catch in the middle. It's Sturdivant. The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Gators decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Grabbed in the middle, it's Wade. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Pass completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Jackson will throw. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Fires to the right. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. The Knights line up to punt it away. Wants to return it. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. First play of the drive comes from the 41. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, they're trying to go toss to the field and get that running back out into space to use his speed, but the defense looked like they were already lined up expecting that play, and they force a negative.
Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. And he won't quite get there. Boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on 3rd down. On the move. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. He has the first and still on his feet. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. Now on 1st down from the 28. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. We're getting deep in the game, and this is for the lead. Nerves of steel right down the boulevard on the game-winning chip shot. The old coaching cliche, go win-0 every week, and for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season, but 1-0, that's where you wanted to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
That's going to do it from here.